In a bid to strengthen the campaign against sexual and gender-based violence, the WABMA Media Development Foundation, with support from the Ford Foundation, held a town hall to develop a roadmap in approach to response to sexual and gender-based violence in the Southeast. Alex Obodo was at the town hall and now reports.
The venue was the Bond Platinum Hotel, Independence Layout, Enugu, where interest groups, traditional rulers, the clergy, imams, and the media practitioners gathered to have a discussion about sexual and gender-based violence. Put together by the WABMA Media Development Foundation with the support from the Ford Foundation, it was a town hall meeting recently put together for leaders of faith and culture to amplify voices against sexual and gender-based violence. The town hall drew attendance from the traditional institution and multi-religious groups like the clergy and the imam. In his welcome remarks, the project coordinator, Ogo Diego Okenyedo, highlighted the importance of the project and called on all interest groups to key in.
Community engagement, social advocacy, and public awareness, and it is addressing all these pressing social issues through strategic media engagement and public awareness in West Africa. Even right now, there are teams working with has been doing across different communities in Benue, Kaduna, Plateau, and across. So we're making history as taking on this important one with the leaders of faith and culture.
In her address at the event, the Enugu State Commissioner for Children, Gender and Social Affairs, Mrs. Ngozi Eni, spoke on the dangers of sexual and gender-based violence.
And they didn't speak out. They didn't heal from it. So most times, you will see them commit an offense and at the same time withdraw because they don't know what happened to them. It is in their head and they need healing. Most times, these parents or the people who have good conscience will report to us and will step into action immediately. You will hear the parents of the victim, the father and mother of a child that has been raped. The other time, a doctor raped a girl that was brought to him at the hospital. You can imagine that.
Some of the participants also spoke on various issues around sexual and gender-based violence and their likely causes.
As far as I'm concerned, gender-based violence is an event. It has causes. We have been put a task in our hands. Let us go back and do problem analysis in our various constituencies and communities and find out what causes social and sexual and gender-based violence. As we do that, we be tackling the root of the problem, not cutting down the branches. Many have said about violence, let me not flog it.
A fragmented approach. We don't want this one to be talking. Let's say, we have stakeholders now. We have CSOs, we have the Igwes or DSS, then we have religious leaders. What they are perceiving as violence is different from what you are perceiving as violence. But if we can all agree and say sexual gender-based violence includes physical abuse, emotional abuse, and we say it is what it is.
And I was giving certificate of recognition. My people chose me. Prior to that, I was a lecturer at the Faculty of Law. I know why I'm giving this history. My course was gender equality. The law called women, children, and the law.
To bring it back to life. Back in those days when you were growing up, as a child, you don't need someone to tell you that when you see an elder, you should stand up for the elder to sit. Where have that gone to? Now the young ones, including the parents, will get a chair and secure for the young ones while the elders are standing. So we have a lot to contribute to it. So if the norms
have gone away. Definitely something else will replace it, and that is what we see in our generation.
The event later featured breakout sessions and panel discussions where different solutions were proffered on the problems that are exacerbating the issues around sexual and gender-based violence. It is hoped that this gathering will be one of many that will help to amplify the voices against sexual and gender-based violence. In Enugu, Alex Obodo for Afia TV.